Welcome back. New at 10 tonight, several Democratic state lawmakers are pushing to pass a bill that they say will address the student loan debt crisis.
It would create a reimbursement program that could mean tens of thousands of dollars back in some people's pockets who went to a state university. Fox 61's Angela Bavaro has the story from Central Connecticut State University in New Britain.
For CCSU senior Chet Croxford, life after graduation is looking bright.
Me, some of my friends already have jobs coming out, so we have that aspect kind of figured out.
But it's not all sunshine because there is the burden of upcoming student loan payments.
At this point, being a senior, it's kind of on the back of our mind 24/7 that, payments are going to start approaching and kind of figuring out how we're going to tackle that.
That's why Democratic State Representative Corey Paris is proposing a student loan reimbursement plan. It would pay up to $25,000 over 5 years.
And bring some relief for what is crippling probably the greatest generation of innovative minds.
Only certain graduates of Connecticut state universities would be eligible to participate. Some requirements include living in Connecticut for 5 consecutive years after graduation, not having a gross income of more than $125,000, and completing 100 hours of volunteer service annually.
For us, I think that this is a twofold. It helps our local nonprofits, it helps our local communities, it helps keep, retain, and attract young people to our state.
Eligible student loans would be those issued or refinanced by the Connecticut Higher Education Supplemental Loan Authority. The program would be administered by the Office of Higher Education, which would pay $5,000 for 5 years to that loan authority as a credit.
I think what we want to do is look at a startup for the pilot program for the first year to see how many young people would actually be interested in applying for this program and would be qualified.
With money for the program appropriated from the general fund, people are weighing in on the Fox 61 Facebook page. James Yu writing, quote, "It was the decision of the student or his parents to take out the loans knowing we would have to pay them back. Not fair to make others pay for what we elected to do."
As debt levels continue to rise across our state and across our country and repayment falters among some of those borrowers, taxpayers will already take on the risk, and the federal and state government could lose billions.
This bill just had a public hearing. It is still in the very early stages of the legislative process. And lawmakers also stressing that these details are not finalized and this is still a work in progress. Reporting in New Britain, Angela Bavaro, Fox 61 News.